jolly good Friday, and you know what it is. Okay. Good morning, my neighbor. How you doing? How you feeling? Okay. Oh, thank God, it's Friday. Lovely. 11th day, the month of July, 2025. It is 3 minutes gone past the hour 7 on the AM side. My name is Uduak Daniel, but I should greet you in the way that I know how to, and you already know how it goes. But let's start already. Okay, in my dialect, it would be a messiere. Yorubas will say a caro, and the Baggies will say a gife. Alrighty, you know that feeling. Okay, so we go to the Gala people now. They say Olodudu, and of course to the Igbos Otutuoma, and the houses will say Inakwana. Okay, for the good people of Isoko now, it would be Emamurioke. Hey, look at that. And of course for the tea, it will be Nindeve. All right, you already know how it goes though. The Friday edition is a special edition, packaged edition for your listening pleasure right here and on here. Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. It is your radio experience that you can count on anytime, any day. But I like to say that we give you an audio, visual, radio experience that you can count on. Are you in doubt? Are you shocked? Oh yes, we have a television that's running on social media. I'm talking YouTube. Get on there, subscribe, and of course, leave a comment in the comment section. Say, I am here. I have come. That feels good. But yeah, go to the Facebook page wall too as well, and you would find us right there. I mean, the weather is good, the mood is right, and let us jump into what it is that we will be talking about today. So a couple of segments will be following this special edition, Friday edition, Eagles Morning Risers Breakfast Show. Yeah, you heard me rightly. Okay, so right about now, we look into the front page. You know how it goes. And in the course of it, bringing you the dailies, you get to put your voice in there. You stamp it in there. More like you're putting a stamp on, that's it. Make it official. That's what it is. And we take it away into the 8 o'clock hour with the only sports minister that I know on radio, Vicky Vic. Going to be here with sports on Eagles Wings, and that to the 9 o'clock hour. And let's see what exactly is going on between the Vice President Shetima and Mr. President. Oh, you'll be shocked. You heard it here first. Okay. So at the 9 o'clock hour, well, could it mean that there has been quite a number of things that is just going on underwater that has not come to bear just yet? Okay. We will look into that one. What is it about VP Shetima and Mr. President Tinubu? Okay, shouldn't go with Mr. Part before they say I'm disrespecting my president. No, I'm not disrespecting him. He's the president, number one citizen of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Yeah, so that takes us to the 10 o'clock hour. Oh, something speedy, something lovely, something yummy. We'll be having that conversation. General open banter coming through. And the 11 o'clock hour. I mean, it's Friday. Come on. Let's get some jams in here. So you'll be having that party. Well, I like to call it a pre-party. Let's turn up the music just a little bit up until the 12 o'clock hour. When it will be time for Today in 60 Seconds, my time on here will be done. Are you ready for this? Okay, but first, just before I let you into the 10 things that you ought to know this morning, I should let you in on the fact that today is a triplet. Today's Friday, and somebody says, UD, how is it a triplet? Well, the United Nations is making it so. United Nations is having a commemoration for today. They call it the World Population Day. How populated are we again? When was the last time we had a census? Okay, let me think. Your guess is as good as mine. But yeah, World Population Day it is, and we keep telling ourselves we are over 200, a little above 250, maybe. Who knows? We might just be 300,000 or more. Just 300 million people or more, I'm just saying. But anyways, there's no census, so we're just speculating here and there. Well, National Census Board, what are you doing? Mr. President, what are you doing to? I mean, 2027 is just around the corner. I mean, y'all are making it seem as though 2027 is just in 5 months' time. So y'all, I don't know. It's okay for me to say, what are you doing, Mr. President? Please let us know how many we are in this country so that when we are making budgets, we make it a right and not a miss. Okay, so empowering youth to build the families they want. That is the theme for World Population Day. Now, do you know, or did you know, Fears about the future, such as climate change, environmental degradation, wars, and pandemics, are impacting fertility decisions, with nearly 1 in 5 saying these concerns have led or would lead them to have fewer children than desired. Did you know that? Okay. Let's move away from the World Population Day now. I should let you in on the fact that today, too, is International Day of Reflection and Commemoration of the 1995 genocide in Srebrenica. What a place. The genocide in Srebrenica. Now, what are they doing about this? The war that followed the breakup of the former Yugoslavia, that country, former country though, claimed more than 100,000 lives in Bosnia and Herzegovina between 1992 and 1995, mostly of Bosnian Muslims, and displaced more than 2 million others. And you know how they say these things. I mean, the massacre in Srebrenica marked one of the darkest chapters of that war. Every time we have a war, you already know the folks that suffer the most, women and children. Okay, now that is us remembering the victims. Okay, now the triplets, the third baby now would be, this one will shock you though, World Horse Day. I didn't know a horse had a day. They should name a day after me. Okay, honoring a timeless partner. That's what they call it, World Horse Day. But when you give it a break just a little bit, when you look back in time and you see what the horses have been doing back in the day, I mean, before the invention of cars, automobiles, the Teslas, and that's it. Yeah, the horses, they were the real champions. Well, they still are. I mean, for some of my brothers within the northern region, they still go the traditional way. They still go the ancient way. We are keeping that culture. Horses it is. They mount on it with pride. Even the Sultan these days, they get on in cars, bulletproof cars these days though. But yeah, if we were to really take it back in time, we should have horses. Sultan sitting on that horse, maybe white or black. I should think black. No, white. White will be good, don't you think? Anyways, that is what it is for today. Honoring a timeless partner. Do you have a horse? Okay. But I should let you in now on 10 things you want to know. I mean, today I'm just really excited, maybe because it's Friday. But yeah, let's get into the 10 things that you ought to know already. President Bola Tinubu on Wednesday said, contrary to reports circulating online, he has never stopped issuing 5-year multiple entry visas for the U.S. citizens in accordance with the principle of subsisting bilateral agreements and reciprocity. Tinubu made the clarification in a statement issued by his media aide, Bayo Onanuga. I see. Several terrorists were killed when the Nigerian Air Force bombed their convoy near Yabuga in Maru local government area of Zamfara State. According to NAV's spokesman, Air Commodore Hehiman Ojadame, the strikes were conducted on July 9 based on real-time intelligence indicating the movement of nearly 150 motorcycles each, carrying about 2 armed terrorists in the area. Now, when I hear this 150 motorcycles, now it reminds me of a conversation I had with someone yesterday, someone that I hold in high esteem, and the person told me, confidentially, and said to me, well, I went to Niger State, or was it? No, Nasarawa State. Oh, I beg your pardon. Nasarawa, Niger. They start with N. Okay, Nasarawa State it is. Okay, and I got there because I had to buy 3 plots of land and all of that. And after buying the plot of land, I went there in company of my friend. And while we were there, just trying to, find our way back, over 300. 300. And as he puts it, herders on motorcycle. Ooh, over 300. And he says they were heading towards Benue State. So you see. And he asked me one question. I still am trying to find the answer. And he says, are we saying that the security, the intelligence, they are not aware? Or nobody has told them that we saw this kind of, in numbers, screaming, shouting, whatever they were saying? He doesn't know. He doesn't speak the language. riotous, kind of, so to speak. I'm just saying what he said. So I think it's time to begin to call these things by what they are. Yeah? Okay, so that's it. Heading towards Benue State. Well, anyways, the motorcycles reminded me that conversation. But the Supreme Court has upheld the victory of Senator Monday Okebolo of the All Progressives Congress APC in the last governorship election held in Edo State. A 5-member panel of the Apex Court held in a unanimous judgment on Thursday that the appellants, the People's Democratic Party, the PDP, and its candidate in the election, Asue Ighodalo, failed to establish their case with sufficient and credible evidence. Interim Secretary of the African Democratic Congress, ADC, and former Minister of Interior, Ogbeni Rauf Arigbesola, yesterday declared that the party will trounce President Bola Tinubu and the All Progressives Congress, APC, just as he urged party members to put aside their personal interest differences, work towards its success during the 2027 general elections. Big talk. The senior special assistant to the president on media and publicity, Temitope Ajayi, has stated that former President Muhammadu Buhari would not have secured the All Progressives Congress APC presidential ticket without the pivotal support of President Bola Tinubu. Ajayi criticized immediate past secretary to the government of the Federation, SGF, Boss Mustafa's comments, describing them as a distortion of recent political history. Well, in case you don't remember, Boss Mustafa has been trending. Why? Because he had said that Buhari's personality is what had given him over 12 million votes. That the APC's efforts and the governors of the APC, or the people, the APC's efforts, were the ones that gave him just 3 million votes. And now, Temitope Ajayi is saying, if it was not, name the person who really stood behind him. If it was not Mr. President of now, I mean talking about President Bola Tinubu, Buhari would have not seen anything close to sitting on that seat, high esteemed seat, Nigeria's president at the time. Anyways, the Nigeria Customs Service, NCS, has intercepted a container load of 10,603 male donkey genitals. The Comptroller General, CG, of Customs, Adewale Adeni, who disclosed this at a briefing in Abuja, represented by the National Public Relations Officer of the service, Abdullahi Maiwada, informed that a consignment was intercepted along the Kaduna-Abuja Expressway. The Nigeria Meteorological Agency, NIMET, has predicted thunderstorms and sunshine over the country from Friday to Sunday. NIMET's weather outlook released on Thursday in Abuja envisaged thunderstorms in the northern region on Friday. Now, it predicted light to moderate rains during the morning hours over parts of Taraba, Borno, Yobe, Jigawa, and Bauchi states, while the remaining parts of the region would be sunny with patches of cloud. Whew, my clothes are outside. Is somebody saying that? I know that feeling. Well, Ola Olukoyede, the chairman, Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has alleged corrupt politicians of now hiding stolen public funds in cryptocurrencies to evade probes. He made the allegation during an AU Anti-Corruption Day event on Thursday in Ibadan. He said that virtual assets were becoming preferred channel for hiding illicit wealth. How are you going to probe that? The president of the Dangote Group, Alhaji Aliko Dangote, has doubted the possibility of the state-owned Port Harcourt, Warri, and Kaduna refineries functioning again. How long is it taking now? I mean, for those who were screaming about, oh, it's going through rehabilitation, maintenance, and all of that, we're still maintaining up until now. And Dangote, who is in the field, because now you would not tell me that Dangote is not a strong force and cannot really become an authority to speak on these things, because you guys made him that. Okay, so now he's speaking and he's saying, I don't even see the possibility of a reawakening, of a putting together, of an arising from the dead into life of all of the refineries that we have in this country. Well, he also stated that the refineries, which are under management of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, had gulped up to 18 billion US dollars, yet have refused to work. It has refused. It just doesn't want to work. Okay. 18 billion US dollars. Please, how many billion US dollars did Dangote? About 20. Oh, 20, 23. Most of the time, 20 billion US dollars. Yes, 20. But we've gulped 18 billion US dollars by what Dangote is saying, and yet the refineries have refused to work. Think its approach to the power sector by ending the indirect enrichment of private electricity distribution companies with public funds. The Chairman Senate Committee on Environment, Senator Yunus Abiodun Akintunde, APC Oyo Central, disclosed this at plenary when? On Thursday. That was yesterday. Let's look into the front page of Nigerian newspapers already. I don't want to keep you waiting. Without further ado. Okay, now let's look at the Nation newspaper. I've got the Nation. I've got the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. I've got the Daily Trust newspaper. Oh, yes, it's daily. The Guardian now. And the Punch. Well, the Vanguard newspaper is rather late this morning, but we'll make do with what we have, right? Okay. So let's get into it already. The big story on the front page of the Nation newspaper for today being a Friday, the 11th day in the month of July, will be visa restriction. Federal government rejects United States claim on reciprocity. I see. It's got two riders to it. The first one, President didn't stop 5-year visa for Americans. I did not stop that, Mr. President is saying. Second rider, Nigeria won't accept Venezuelan criminal deportees. We won't. It's a strong statement. Page 5, you'd find that one. And away from 5 to 2, Okwebolo, Supreme Court verdict victory for Edo. Okay, Okwebolo is saying that Supreme Court's verdict victory for Edo. And he says Obaseki, oh well, that's the writer now, Obaseki Ighodalo kick. Obaseki Ighodalo, they kick there. In other words, they're saying, no, we don't agree to that. We don't agree. Page 2 got that one. Let's go to page 4 now. With page 4, you'd find this one. Mustafa gets knocks for downplaying Tinubu's role in Buhari's 2015 triumph. It's got one rider to it now. Garba Shehu is saying, no need for bickering. President support vital. I see. To the base of the Nation now, you'd find Tinubu hails commitment of Niger Delta youths, women to development. That's page 6. But let's see. I think, okay, I see this one just above the big story. Shatima visits ailing Buhari Abdul Salami in London. Oh, where they make this visit these days, not in the home front. We do it in London, right? Why? Because the hospitals are really, really functional. Page 8, yes. Oh, 5, I beg your pardon, is looking popular. And to another page 5, I am not in race for APC chair, says Akume. All right, and to this one, page 27, Senate removes Natasha as committee on diaspora chair. Well, I saw that one coming. I don't know if you didn't. But let's go see this one now, the big story on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. How Adoke others stopped Jonathan from removing me as governor. How Adoke others stopped Jonathan from removing me as governor. Shatima is saying that one now. Okay. This is where the real story is. Well, part of what we're going to be talking about, just a little bit of it, for the 9 o'clock hour. You best want to give your ears and your attention at that hour. All right. It's got two riders now. Ex-AGF was hunted globally over $1.3 billion US dollars. OPL 245 saga, Jonathan. All right. I have forgiven everyone behind my ordeal, Adoke says. Page 2, you'd find. And to page 27 now, Akpabio removes Natasha as diaspora committee chair, appoints a Akwa Ibom senator in a place. Okay. Page 27. Now to page 3, NNPCL must account for 210 trillion naira. Senate insists. Okay, Senate. Page 22 now. Flood may unleash toxic chemical, poses risk to elderly ecosystem. UN warns. And to page 4 now, at the base of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper, this story seems like a semi-big story. Supreme Court affirms of Okwebolo as Edo governor. Just above the Nigerian Tribune newspaper banner now, the top, the heights, the peak, the apogee, the zenith of it now. Arewa Economic Forum warns against CBN's new BDC recapitalization. Okay, it's got one rider to it now. Cites threat to northern economy, national security, seek extension of policy. Page 6. To page 7, add 1 to 6 and you get 7. A bank in Nigeria is announcing strategic expansion into markets across Africa. And then we take it to page 28. Nigeria won't bow to U.S. pressure to accept Venezuelan deportees. Federal government is making its feet grounded in the ground in terms of that one. But let's go see this one, Daily Trust newspaper now. With the Daily Trust newspaper, the big story, local government funds. After 1 year, nothing has changed. After 1 year of announcing autonomy, is it? But anyways, they say after 1 year, nothing has changed. Councils receive 3.408 trillion naira through state governments in 11 months. Okay, after 1 year, when we say, oh, we're giving the local government funds, they should manage your funds and everything, receive 3.08 trillion naira through state governments in 11 months. They're receiving it from the state government. And yes, the law has a stand on it, but the governors won't budge. After all, we make individuals bigger than the institutions, don't you? But I see this one here now on page 9. How Adoke stopped Jonathan from removing me as governor, Shatima is saying. And to page 23, bandits abduct palace administrators, burn houses of Plateau community. Bandits abduct palace administrators, burn houses in Plateau community. And we take it now to page 10. Senate removes Natasha as Diaspora Committee Chair. And to page 24, FCTA arrests 210 beggars in Abuja. Just above the big story, but underneath the Daily Trust newspaper banner now, military airstrikes kill many terrorists in Zamfara, Kebbi. You'd find that one on page 13. And to page 4, amidst high electricity cost, varsities, health facilities yet to get subsidy. Okay, this one here now is on page, I want to believe that's Penti. All right, Shatima visits Buhari in London. All right, former president, get well, please. Get well, get well. We still need you here. Get well. Yeah. Well, the big story on here, the Guardian newspaper, elderly care, that's the kicker now. Emerging boom in home services, costly substitute for ailing hospitals. Elderly health, elderly care. Emerging boom in home services, costly substitute for ailing hospitals. There's a big story, and you'd find it on pages 4 and 5. For some reason, it is written in red. Okay, you should go see that one now. To page 3. INEC deploys online party registration portal as applications hit 129. Okay. INEC deploys online party registration portal as applications hit 129. I mean, political parties that want to get involved in the race 2027, that is. Okay, page 3. And we see this one here on page 3 too, looking very, very popular and smart. Federal government shrugs off U.S. pressure to accept foreign prisoners, deportees. And to page 3 again, 210 trillion naira probe. Senate berates NNPCL boss for defiance, issues ultimatum. Okay, so we see this one here, page 30, yeah? Security operatives killed, others missing in fresh Benue attack. ECOWAS court rejects bid to overturn $10,000 judgment against Nigeria, page 7. And to this one, to page 28 now, Lagos local government polls, that's the kicker. APC opposition parties bicker over exercise. Ighodalo accepts Supreme Court's verdict, decries robbery, betrayal of Edo people's trust. You would say that already, I know. Page 6, can y'all just leave this thing to rest? The governor is the governor. Let him be. Let's work and make things better. So bickering is not helping anybody. ADC coalition faces uphill task to unseat Tinubu, say presidency. All right, Bode George is saying that, and you see that one on page 6 as well. Okay, and That will be all with the Guardian newspaper. Away from the Guardian now to the Punch newspaper this morning. What is the Punch newspaper saying this morning? Okay, so we are here with the Punch newspaper, and for the Punch newspaper, the big story now, this one here is saying governors, autonomy standoff. Autonomy standoff. Governors get 4.5 trillion naira local government funds 1 year after Supreme Court ruling. Page 2. And it's got 3 riders to it. Local governments yet to open CBN accounts. Okay. Labour blames governors, AGF for delay. Falana Sands accused governors, federal governments. Well, they both federal government on one part and on the other part. Right? And Igodalo angry. Okay. As Tinubu governors praise Okpebolo's court victory. Page 8. To pages 4 and 5, 3-year-old boy dies inside Lagos, soak away. What we like to call sock away. Yeah. 3-year-old boy dies inside Lagos, soak away. And pages 4 and 5 has got that very, very sad story. Local government poll, that's the kicker now. Ballot snatching will trigger by-elections. Masiek is warning. And you'd find that one on page 5. Just to the side of the Punch newspaper banner now, Nigeria rejected U.S. push to accept Venezuelan deportees. Tuga saying that one, page 9. Are we a dumping ground? Somebody asked. I heard your question. Okay, to this one here now, to page 9. Oh, very popular now. Buhari government went after my allies post 2015 election. All right, and you'd find that one coming from Jonathan. Okay, so we go to page 23. NNPC refineries may never work again. Dangote is saying that. NNPC refineries may never work again. It has gotten to its end route. Oh, I see. Okay, so, and this one here, you'll find on page 9 and to page, page 29, I beg your pardon. To page 7, politicians using crypto wallets to launder money. EFCC chair is saying that. All right, the Vanguard newspaper made a comeback. It's here now, and let's just quickly take that one. For the Vanguard newspaper, the big story, visa war, that's the kicker. Federal government explains stance as U.S. slams tighter measures. It's got a couple of riders, says 5-year non-immigrant multiple entry visa for U.S. citizens still in place. Second rider, 90-day single answer validity period applies only to newly introduced e-visas. U.S. introduces fresh $250 visa integrity fee for tourist students, workers. Tourist students, workers. Page 8. Page 8. Isn't it just getting tighter by the day? 2027 is the kicker now. ADC will dislodge Tinubu APC. All right, Aregbesola is saying that. It's got 2 riders. Vows not to sideline state chairman. Utomi backs coalition. Page 5, you see. Again, herders kill 4 policemen. NSCDC officers in Benue ambush. Page 6. And to this one, page 8. If not for Tinubu, Buhari wouldn't have won APC Prime. Asha Odwa as committee chairman. I see. Just above the Vanguard newspaper banner now, federal governments to borrow 1.76 trillion naira through treasury bill sales in quarter 3 2025, page 19. And to page 26, Shatima to APC, PDP, ADC, and NPP. That is the kicker. We are all one. We are one. Shatima, the vice president, is saying, whether you're APC, you're PDP, ADC, NNPP, as far as he's concerned, all of us, we are one. Page 26. And to page 9 now, Tinubu's reform boosting economic recovery, federal government saying. And to this one here, page 7, Okpebolo declares new era for Edo as Supreme Court affirms mandate. All right, I'll take this time out. I know the heat and the tension is high, but I'll take this time out. Let's just go on a recess. We will be right back. Don't go away.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Abuja, you're in luck. It's the upgrade promo from my Abuja Home Limited. For their Broadwater estate and plots in Gwagwalada, get 250 square meter for just 700k when you make an outright payment. That's a whopping 81% discount, or go premium with 500 square meters for only 1 million naira. That's 80% of the original price of 5 million naira. With our authentic FCT land document, you have no issues at all. We have a flexible payment plan for up to 12 months for your convenience. Get your land in Broadwater Estate, Paiko, Gwagwalada now, with green environment, accessible roads, power supply, guaranteed security, and lots more. Call or WhatsApp my Abuja Home on 0808 883 7426, 0808 883 7426, or 0808 272 3824, 0808 272 3824. Hurry now, promo ends soon. These opportunities also open to military personnel. My Abuja Home Limited. Affordable. Live the life.
Abuja, something big is coming to the capital. Yankee Entertainment presents Joe Boy live in Abuja. Come vibe to live performance by Joe Boy. Joe Boy is coming with some friends. Date, Friday, 25th July 2025. Venue, Transcorp Hilton, Abuja. Time, red carpet, 5 p.m. Main event, 6 p.m. Get your tickets now. Early bed regular, 15,000 naira. Early bed VIP, 30,000 naira. Regular, 25,000 naira. VIP, 45,000 naira. Tables, gold, 2 million naira. Platinum, 4 million naira. Get your tickets now on www.apitix.com. Call 0702 536 4691. Follow at Malam Yankee for updates. Joe Boy live in Abuja, supported by Hennessy, Z Cotton, Kairos Hoff Energy, Power Horse, Transcorp Hilton, Tokyo Nightlife, and Eagles FM.
Please listen to this announcement. A prestigious spa and salon needs the following: a therapist, a nail technician, and a hair stylist. Interested applicants should send their CV via WhatsApp to 081 579 17278. That is 081 579 17278.
For advert placement and program sponsorship on Eagles 102.3 FM, please call 080-5919-8658. That is 080-5919-8658 or 081-5791-7278. Again, 081-5791-7278.
All right, so we're back. It's the front page. Okay, you like to call it the newspaper review segment on this particular show. Now, I'll give you the phone numbers in case you are a new birdie right here on this very dial. 0907-353-0044. Please, let's stick to that number. And this time, I'm going to be very, very time conscious. Please, as much as you can, 1 minute 30 seconds, 1 minute 35 seconds at most, if you can. Go straight to the point, please. I'm begging. All right? And if you're sending a voice note via the WhatsApp portal, 1 minute 30 seconds or 1 minute 35 seconds, and please give me your name and your location. Very important. Start with that, okay? So you don't, to avoid being cut off just before you make your solid point. And if you're also sending a message, like you're texting it, you're typing a message, please make it short and simple, all right? So that we can have time to accommodate every other family member on here. Okay, taking this call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Yudi.
Good morning to you. Moses, welcome aboard. Talk to me.
Thank you. God bless you.
Yes.
Yeah, I think airstrike on the terrorists over 100 motorcycles. I think it's a good one. I thought yesterday that what are the missions of these people? What are the really mission of these people? So it's a great concern. So, and again, in Benue State, where we have a lot of security moves to fight the terrorists, there is a killing again on some of our police officers. I tell you that we are not safe. In Abuja capital, we or you are aiming at 20, who are you going to rule? People are being killed. Have you seen what I'm seeing? No place is safe. Even if it is safe, you can't go out to go out. So what they could have done is to reinforce and join hands together to fight this insecurity. That's that they never see the possibility of Nigerian NNPC to work. Yeah, I think that is the reality. So simply means that what we hear on news, that the Port Harcourt refinery is already working. So to tell us a nation of corruption to begin to lie to the masses. So what are you saying? You pump in a lot of money and you tell us that the refinery is working and production has started. Who is lying who? And who is fooling who? So the petroleum sector should be highly investigated. There are cabals that are there that don't want these things to work. Right. That's my case, UD. God bless you.
Appreciate that one from you, Moses, right there. It says the cabal should be fished out. Who is deceiving who? Who is fooling who? And as he puts it, and I quote, who is lying to who? Okay, going to this one. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Yes.
My name is GB.
GB, welcome aboard. Talk to us, GB. Where are you calling from?
Where
are you calling from? Where are you calling from? Where are you calling from?
Bega.
Thank you. Talk to me.
I'm calling from Bega.
Yes.
On that, we comment on NNPC refinery that it may not work again. But the word may not concluded. If you say we will not work again, then I will know what to say.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. One, when you are competing with competitors, you always like to play down the capacity. All your competitor has. So I see that one as what I cannot call it a language just to say, okay, these people are not really serious with business. I'm in charge, I'm in control. One for the who are they committed? About 6 months. The many two are not committed. So how then did Dangote alive that
GB, we're having a poor connection now. Okay. GB, do well to call back. All right, so we can have you state clearly what you've got to say. Right, you were making some strong points right there. But let's go see more calls coming through and hear from you. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, Abdul.
Good day. My name is Abdul, calling from Suleja, Niger State.
Awesome, Abdul. Talk to us.
I thank all the Eagle staff for giving us this opportunity to talk on this beautiful day. The NNPC again in the news. Look at the amount of money they say they use in republishing this NNPC. Why can't the refinery? Why can't they use the money to build another one? They could have used it to build another one instead of spending it on this one that cannot work. The advice I will give to Dangote, as I normally say, I think if Dangote should have his own filling stations all around, just like the NNPC, it will be better, so that people can easily go to Dangote filling station and buy their fuel. Like condolence to the gallant military personnel, the soldiers, the police, the civil defense have died. Please, the federal government should make sure that they take care of their family. Because some of them now, if they die, they go to just forget about the family, they will not take care of the family. Not a surprise thing about Natasha removing in the chairman of the committee. It's not a surprise thing.
Right.
We know that is coming. Thank you very much. God bless Igbo FM. God bless Nigeria.
Appreciate that one from you, though. Thank you so much, Abdul, for putting that out. But anyways, let's get to see your messages via the Facebook page wall. I just want to be as swift as I could. All right. And I see this one here coming from my friend and my brother, Suleiman Dan Fulani, the original Fulani man from National Assembly. Now, he goes on to saying that, okay, all right. He says, my prayer is that, so keep up the good work, and my prayer is that may Almighty Allah give us good leaders who have Nigeria and Nigerians at heart come 2027, and that's what. Okay. Okay, now that's not so clear, but I think what you're trying to say is that that's what will happen. That won't happen, okay? That will not happen until the citizens unite ourselves. Okay, if we're not united, if we don't come out with a united front, we may never indeed have that type of leader that you talk about, and that's what you're saying. Thank you. See this one here, Voice of Mbise from Okukwa. Umuhu Okwato says, good morning, everyone. Okay, good morning. And the disagreement between Chetima and Mr. President over emergency rule in Rivers is a clear indication that something is cooking, and in due time, it will be displayed to the public. This disagreement is a very powerful one, and we can't wait to see the end of this drama. El Rufai's my brother remains another powerful statement. I'm seeing the North coming together to oust Mr. President come 2027. Yikes. God can never be mocked, he says. Now, you like the cat out of the bag. But anyways, we'll have that conversation at the 9 o'clock hour. And I will see this one here coming from Ozo Francis Ndamani, all the way from Amagunze in Enugu State. Now, he says, the National Assembly should expedite action over the quest for local government autonomy and ensure that the deed and the needful is done. Thanks and God bless. So Joseph Jojo, I want to believe, or Jojo TV says, good morning, UD, and happy weekend. Yes, my brother, good morning. Port Harcourt refinery has never worked, and it will not. Nigeria government, scams, he says. Anyways, Joseph Jojo, I get your point, though. But is the entire Nigerian government scam? I think there are parts of this government that still, of the government, not this government, of the government that still works. But yeah, the bad eggs seem to overshadow it. Okay, but we're still taking your calls. We're still taking your messages, your voice notes and everything. I'm just trying to see how we can blend both together, right? Keep it coming, 0907-353-0044. That is the only number that you can get through to us for the now, while the engineers work on the other number for fluidity, right? But then the WhatsApp portal number is here for you, 0909-705-4450. Heading out to the WhatsApp portal number now. Let's see how we can get to the voice notes first of all, and then we will get into your messages. All right? Let's see, what time is this? Okay, let's start with this one.
Mr. UD, aka our radio bulldozer. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
My name is Suleiman Danfulani, aka the original Fulani man photocopy from National Assembly quarters.
Welcome back.
Mr. UD, let me just make it briefly.
Okay.
The issue of what our Vice President said, Alhaji Kashim Shettima, that during of his time when he was governor of Borno State, the then President Goodluck Jonathan trying to remove him. But some laws or they tell him that even the president has no any right to remove an elected councillor. So I don't know. The law is not still working. How come they remove the governor of Rivers State? I think they should use that the same law. If the law that can give them, they can remove even an elected councillor. Then how come in their own administration they remove a sitting elected governor? Even I know, yes, he has no power. Like he's sending a direct message to this government now. You understand? Like, you know, when you're a vice president or deputy governor, you be like a spare tire. You have nothing to do.
Right.
You understand? But this thing to tell you that he's sending a direct message. He's reminding those who don't know what happened to him, and he's happened to one of his colleagues where he's a governor now. You understand? So I think the government, they should do something. They should do the needful to make sure that Nigerian laws, please, to work the way it is. Thank you so much, Mr. Yudi.
Appreciate that one from you. Government do the needful. All right, it happened in my time, and I would not sit back and watch how it is happening right here and on now. Okay, I get that. Let's go hear from Usman.
Daniel Usman Dores, I'm calling from Nigeria Law School, Bori, Abuja this morning.
Awesome.
On the Nigeria refinery not working again, we are not surprised, Mr. Odo. We knew this long ago. They are just a conduit for government officials to siphon funds, embezzled, and steal money. NNPC refineries are dead. Long ago, we knew the last one that Mele Kyari signed when Buhari was the president, turnaround maintenance of 1.5 billion naira. He was sure live on NTA. Where did it end? So we are not surprised. NNPC is the headquarters of corruption in Nigeria. They are number one, the most corrupt agency, organization, whatever you call it, is NNPC in Nigeria. They are not producing anything, yet they are the highest paid workers in Nigeria. It's unfortunate. What are they producing? But they are being paid massively for what? For doing nothing. They are not even refining even one bottle of oil, of crude oil. Look how well they are paid. And they are still employing. I don't know what they are doing. What a country. NNPC is the most corrupt government agency in Nigeria. They are still employing without producing anything. And yet they don't remit to the federal government account. Yet they are still there. Nothing is happening to them. It's unfortunate. We knew this. It's no surprise. And it won't work.
Right. If there's anything I took home from that, the corrupt part. I mean, there's a way it just goes with me. And then the part he says, they're not even producing one bottle of oil. Okay, let's go here.
The man with a golden voice, good morning. My name is Triple D from
Awesome,
Waru.
my brother. Awesome.
Sir, may our day be blessed, and we thank God for the gift of life.
Right.
On the issue of security, cancel someone along and move on. Let me tell you, sir, that is exactly what they're supposed to be doing, because most of this killing that you see is politics that they are playing. If all these political differences will be settled in all over the state, sir, there won't be much of these killings. Is this killing? Look at Niger again. Are they telling us that they don't know these people, or security forces in this country don't want to do the needful? We'll get it right. Well, on the issue of visa ban and new rule, it's a good one. Put your house in order. Sir, it is in this country they will tell us they build the best hospital, best hotel, best this, but yet they fly abroad to go for treatment. They fly abroad to go for their birthday. What happened with the hospital and the hotels you built? Why are you not going around to celebrate there? Nigeria will get it right by the grace of God. On the issue of opposition, well, I just pray, let their political differences stop Mr. President for doing the needful, because we are already feeling the heat too much. God bless Eagles FM. God bless Nigeria.
When the two...
good morning, the man with a golden voice.
When the two elephants
my
meet,
mistake.
I
Who's
get
that?
that.
How are
Hello,
you?
good morning to
This
you.
morning.
BB.
Where my sister?
She's fine.
Where you go? I
She's
greet
fine.
our caller, I greet our dad, I greet the man of microphones. And
Yeah.
God will bless them. God will keep them, especially you. Now, when they give us news every day, be blessed what to us. We don't see, as you can see now, we don't unite ourselves together. We don't come out tribalism. But now, why we go tell us say we don't unite together now? Election is coming 2027. We will still go and vote. Please, we beg INEC to give us our results. We know who we go vote for. As we dey call for this lady, 2027. If our life must reach 2027, may we vote for somebody that will change this Nigeria. Somebody where even dey stingy, where no go spend our money anyhow. I think you can see now our refinery where they promise us say they work for Port Harcourt. Did you ever see the refinery work? NNPC no go make our refinery work. President and the Senate House of Assembly, they no go make our refinery work because they are cheap. When they gather money, NNPC gather money, they go bring that for their domo, they go share. How they go allow common man to enjoy? The subsidy is gone and it's gone forever. Please, may we vote 2027. P2B will be there. Bye bye.
All right. Already choosing a candidate, BB. I see.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Blessed only from Niger State.
Welcome aboard.
Some soldiers are missing in Benue attack. Something that I keep on asking this question is, what is even the problem happening in our country? What is really the problem? That this killing will continue. The question I keep on asking, who do we offend? In this 21st century, people are thinking on how to live a better life, on how to keep population, on how to use population and make money. We are here reducing our own. Those people are sponsor of those men, because these bandits, men seeing them even communicating here are living better than them. They're not sponsoring this thing. What is your problem? You have money, and the work of your money, the value of your money is to sponsor people on killing your fellow human being, and the same wicked, heartless human being want to live. When you caught them, I blame our government, because when they caught them, the next thing they hear say they have repented. These soldiers of police missing are people's father. But look at how they render their life useless because they want to serve their country. Government, can you come down and think on how and what is going on in your country? Very soon now, they want us to vote. Human being or angels? Who do you want to vote? God bless you, Eagles FM. Good morning.
Appreciate that one from you, though. Go to this one now, Honorable.
Mr. Odwa, good morning. My name is Honorable Edward Fodapo.
Right.
The removal of Natasha as vice president, committee, chairman, is so childish by the Senate president. How can he behave like that? Is that man a Christian or even a Muslim? Don't behave like children when you are in the position. Then the killings in Benue State, the ambush, they are so rest in peace. That is the only language we have in Benue State now. But as you can see, the killings are reduced because we are prepared now, and the security are working. They are working in Benue State, seriously. They are working in Benue State now as it starts, they are working. Then we are talking about coalition. Why stop Dangote from contesting this presidency if we want this country to work? Look at what he's saying, that this thing will not work. Who has ever said that in Nigeria? Dangote should contest for presidency. I think he's the right person to be there. He's telling us the truth. Thank you, and God bless you.
All right, he's telling us the truth. And because of that, Dangote better contest. That's what Honorable Edwards is saying. But y'all are not even seeing the monopoly. And as GB said, probably this is a mind game. This is you trying to take out your competitor. Trying to stay on top of it, okay? And paint the other one as though they're not even trying at all, even though it's very obvious that might just be the case. But yeah, let's go see, take your messages now via the WhatsApp portal. I just want to also urge us, go to the YouTube channel too, as you do with the Facebook page. Well, leave a message. Subscribe, right? Let us know you came. Let us feel that you were there. Yeah. And of course, give us a comment as well. It will be heralded on here. Okay, see those messages. Let's go start from the very beginning. All right, so we don't leave any stones unturned. Barrister UD says, good morning and well done work. Good morning to you too. Chima, all the way from Airport Road, says, without mincing words or mixing words, APC regime has nothing to do with law of the land. Example, removing sitting governor, judiciary judgment. Example, Edo State, governorship election, Senate President and Natasha, local government autonomy, no LGA in Nigeria that is autonomous. That Supreme Court is nothing. I don't know. I don't get that, Chima. But anyways, I see what you sent. But I see this one now coming from Ogenamano Austin, all the way from Angwanga Damu, Nasarawa State. He says, it is understatement for anybody to say that President Tinubu did not contribute to Buhari becoming president. Can I say it in a slip of tongue by Boss... Okay, can I say it is a slip of tongue by Boss Mustafa to say that Tinubu did not play the role of making Buhari president? Who made Buhari president if not Tinubu? Why was Buhari labeled serial loser before finally winning the presidential election in 2015? It was after the coalition of the various parties that eventually paved way for Buhari becoming the president, and this coalition was done mainly by Tinubu. Alrighty. Probably Boss Mustafa is aggrieved. I don't know over what, but he seems that way. You never know. Or maybe he has some intel that you and I don't have. Samuel, all the way from Kujay now, standing on existing protocols, but the happy survival day will be very, very pertinent now on the local government fund. How can there be any change when the governors are busy defecting from one party to another, preparing ground for their re-election come 2027? How will they care about the happenings in the local government? Benway killings is still ongoing, yet we have leaders who don't care about the masses because the killings are not affecting them. Let any of them be caught up in the killings, you will see that the insecurity will stop. I pray that God Almighty helps us get it rightly in this country one day, in Jesus' name. Amen. He says, have a fulfilled and rewarding day too, my brother. All right, I see this one here. It says, the revelation by Dangote has put everything I have been saying about the so-called refineries to rest. They called us naysayers because they want to use a dead refinery to credit Tinubu's government. But they can't fool us. Those of us who understood their game that time knew it was all a charade and an avenue to embezzle more money. Imagine $18 billion on a dead refinery, while Dangote used around $20 billion to build world-class refinery. To all of you that called us naysayers, how far? Chinonso Suleja is saying. Okay, Tekenbi Hundu from Nasarawa State. It says, I'm in Nasarawa State. Boss Mustafa should fear God. If not for Tinubu, Buhari could not have won in Southwest. On Edo Governor Supreme Court verdict, I don't expect Obaseki to say nothing but keep quiet. He acted like emperor while holding sway as Edo State Governor. He did nothing about aggrieved PDP members. He refused to give listening ears to people calling him to order. He fought his deputy tooth and nail, removed Shaibu, and claimed nothing will happen. He refused to swearing to office some state assembly members for 4 years. Today, he's gone, maybe forever. Obaseki is not a good politician and refused to learn. He fought everyone, including Wike, who stood by him, and when he was denied APC tickets, Wike supported him to get PDP tickets and was there for Obaseki. But he became Wike's enemy too. I pity Obaseki, crying like a baby. Those in charge of security, please. Their strategy is not working. Both civilians and security agents losing their lives. Ribadu NSA is not in touch with Nigeria's security situation. Maybe the president too. All right, take and be. Some bold statements there. Now this one is coming from Lion Boy from Local Goma. Good morning, Udwa. Good morning to you, Lion Boy. It says, when I told Nigerians that the Port Harcourt refinery wasn't working, they thought I was joking. APC is a big something, you know. The refinery has never worked and it will never work. This is Nigeria. Okay. All right. So I see this message here now. It's coming from. I don't see where you're sending a message from. I'm sorry. Is it Abu Teni something? I don't know. But let me know where you're sending that message from, and we will have that conversation. I see this one coming from Hannah. Hannah, all the way from Guagua now, says NNPCL will never work again. It's a pity that the leaders are playing games with the only revenue generating source of this country. May God help us. Natasha brought this upon herself. Provide proof of the accusation to affirm a statement, but she has not done that. Or is she being threatened to say the truth? Killing of innocent soul by bandits and Boko Haram after we will hear repented Boko Haram or bandits into the system. May God help us. Good morning to you too. Abong Udwak. Okay, I like that part. Thank you. Well, I think I am done and through with most of your messages. Are we going to call it close right now? Okay. Abu Tanimu Onalo says he's messaging from Guas. Okay, that'll be Gwagwalada, I guess. Well, he says, UD, good morning to you, my brother. Natasha's chairmanship extradited, taken back, I guess was what you're saying. It's laughable. Can we see how the National Assembly is making mockery of themselves? What a show of shame. NNPC, this is the most corrupt organization in Nigeria. From Abaki's tenure to date, all the executives are fraud. May Nigeria succeed, he says. Amen to that one. I agree with you. All right, well, this is where we will call it a close, though I appreciate you for being a part of this. Sorry I cannot come back to the voice calls. But yes, 9 o'clock is going to be powerful. What is going on between Shatima and Tinubu? I mean, the Vice President, Shatima, and Tinubu, the Mr. President. We'll find out. 9 o'clock. Good morning.
Play music you want to hear